Hello, Nigeria. It's another exciting episode of the Issues on Voice of the People television, where we bring you the most important and pressing issues shaping our nation today. I am your host, Jerry Apeliohai. Today on the issues, we examine the latest controversies shaking Nigeria's political and economic landscape. Hamzat Lawal, founder of the Follow the Money, has slammed the plans to review salaries of political office holders, calling it insensitive and urging politicians seeking higher pay to resign and join the private sector. And the PDP Southern leaders from the South-East and South-South have rejected the secret zoning meeting in Lagos, warning that any decisions taken in secrecy are illegal, divisive, and a threat to party unity. And at the National Assembly, the House of Representatives has summoned 11 electricity distribution companies over 2.6 trillion naira in debt, demanding accountability and repayment plans. It's a conversation on leadership, transparency, and responsibility in the face of growing public frustration. Stay tuned after this short break. We'll dig deeper into this topic some more. Don't go away.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People television. Don't just react, understand.
Back, let's dive straight into today's discussion. Hamzat Lawal, founder of Follow the Money, has criticized the proposed review of salaries for political office holders by the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission (RMAFC), describing it as insensitive and ill-timed. He argued that Nigeria cannot afford such an increase given the economic hardship citizens are facing, adding that politicians who feel underpaid should resign and work in the private sector instead of placing more burden on the people. Speaking to reporters, Lawal said the move appears to be an attempt to make President Bola Tinubu unpopular despite his calls for Nigerians to make sacrifices. He questioned why political leaders are unwilling to tighten their belt like ordinary citizens, pointing out that beyond salaries, allowances, ESTA codes, and other perks also contribute to the heavy cost of governance. Lawal urged the RMAFC to focus on its constitutional responsibilities, including ensuring prudent use of public funds and advising on investment in infrastructure. He also suggested slashing the salaries of top political office holders to boost earnings for lower-level public workers, while pushing for local government autonomy to ensure better resource allocation at the grassroots. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by an esteemed guest. We'll be having virtually joining us Chris Paul Otaigwe, an international correspondent all the way from Sierra Leone. Great to have you join us on the issues.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me clearly.
I can hear you clearly, and it seems you'll be flying solo today.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
All right, let's
I'll
go
try
there.
my best.
All right, let's start off with politicians and, of course, government officials. Due to talking about the RMFC saying that it's high time they review the salaries of the president, the vice president, and political office holders, that the money they earn as salaries is too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about the move or the idea of increasing the salary of the president and high political office holders?
Well, what I believe is that first of all, national service is not supposed to be uh, dependent on money and all of that. And I'm sure the conversation in the country when I was there was that, maybe they should actually reduce the salaries of politicians, especially those of the legislative, even every politician in power, so that it will be a disincentive for people to run, for offices and all that. So, trying to, proposing an increase in their salary, for me, it doesn't make sense, and it's whoever is proposing is just trying to do eye service. Every Nigerian, including the politicians, know that, this is not the time to talk about salary increase, rather salary sacrifice itself. That's where the politicians now need to go. But, so for me, it doesn't make sense, and it can never make sense. It has never made sense. It will never make sense that you are talking about salary increase to a few people who are already making more money than even their salaries. So that's why even when I hear some governors or some people saying, I sacrifice my salary, because I just say it's a lie. It's not your salary that we are even looking at. It's those things you are enjoying, away from your salaries. So for me, it doesn't make sense. And whoever is making those propositions is just trying to win the hearts of those he wants to win, the politicians. So it doesn't make sense. It has never made sense. It can never make sense. Not just in Nigeria, anywhere in the world.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
Okay, man, isn't the salary review proof that the political elite are completely disconnected from the suffering of ordinary Nigerians?
Well, of course, that's what it means now. That's what it means. During Obasanjo's time, the politicians didn't have this kind of leverage. I remember quite well, because then I was privileged to be doing some consultation for the National Assembly then, and I know that they kept complaining, the money they are taking, one thing the president is not approving and all of that. But today it's a bazaar. Everybody who has the position, who has the authority, is just increasing, just arbitrary increase for themselves. Especially the legislators and all that. So today is a bazaar. Everybody just who can who has influence or authority over the Revenue Allocation Commission and all that, just increase their salary, and everybody's increasing their salaries anyhow. So right now there's really it's all part of it. There's no order now. So everybody's just doing what they like. So for me, it's not okay, and it does not reflect. In fact, it's an insult on the people, and it's a callous. That proposal is callous, looking at this kind of suffering and the economic hardship Nigerians are undergoing right now. So whoever is suggesting that is just, in fact, if Nigerians could get hold of such a person, they would do mob justice on that person and say that person is just wicked. So that's what I think. I don't know whether that answers your question.
Definitely. If politicians already enjoy massive allowances and perks, why are salaries even a debate? Isn't this just legalized looting?
Legalized looting. We are using grammar. Looting is already in the constitution, indirectly unwritten. So like right now, we even have written and unwritten constitution. Written constitution for normal people, normal Nigerians, and unwritten for the few who are pillaging the wealth of the people. So so it's not just legalizing it or legitimizing it. They have institutionalized it. That's what you have. It's been institutionalized, and that's why today we are seeing National Assembly people taking virtually almost like 10% of the national budget or more, and then that's why we are hearing budget padding. So everybody everybody just increasing. So it's been institutionalized. It's no longer a crime. It's no longer a taboo. It's no longer abominable to twist the figures on paper, and then come out in the open and even defend it and all of that. So everybody's just gone mad now. Everything's gone berserk in Nigeria, man. Do you hear people talking about, do you hear other countries, senior countries talking about salary increase or salary padding, budget padding, this one, that one? They don't do it. It's only in Nigeria, all this mundane, headache triggering, stomach churning, discourse, having a field day. This is not what we should be talking about, salary increase. When governments are even fighting themselves, nations fighting themselves over agriculture, over soybeans, over food, over for farmers, subsidy for their own farmers. And then science, tech has just gone beyond the planet. Everybody is talking about something more progressive, and we are still talking about salary in 2025. We're talking salary.
All right, Chris.
Virtually the richest nation on this planet. Not only in terms of minerals. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
I wanted to land on my thoughts.
Go ahead.
Yes, we are not only the richest on this planet in terms of minerals and all that. We are talking about human capital. We are talking about our creativity. We are talking about so many things. Nigeria can never be broke. So we have more than enough money. So in fact, I will tell you, if things were allowed to go okay, that I, Chris, will stand for your president to earn $1 million or $10 million. Nigeria will not shake. I'm talking even per month. Nigeria will not shake. Let the politicians earn so much money, Nigeria will not shake. But now, these very people, I don't want to call them bad names on air, are holding down this money, the source of the money, and so choking Nigeria and Nigerians by the throats so that we cannot breathe. And they are talking about salary increase. Salary increase is not really a problem. It's not a problem. If Nigeria was allowed to go to live as a country and Nigerians were allowed to live as human beings, trust me, the Tinubu let him have a convoy from Lagos to Abuja. We will celebrate him. We won't say it's too much for him. Why? Because Nigerians can have good lights, 24 hours lights. They can send their children to free education. To schools, free education, truly free. They can live as human beings. They can earn salaries. They can get jobs. Nigerians will celebrate Tinubu if he wants to have a convoy from Ikeja to Abuja. Increase his salary from whatever it is to millions of dollars. We don't mind. But right now we are all starving. We are all, in fact, not just that, we are virtually dead. And you are telling us you want to increase salaries for yourself, not even for the civil servants. When you want to talk about salary increase for the civil servants, minimum wage, the way they will so dance around the thing, like it's if you increase it beyond this, Nigeria will collapse. Oh, the economy. Oh, for the average Nigerians, it's stress for them to increase the salaries, salaries of poor Nigerians. But for themselves, oh, it's just it's not something to be talked about. No. These people are they're crazy, man. We shouldn't be talking about salaries now. We should be talking about not just healing our nation, but taking our nation to the level other saner nations are. All we need, as I always say, is just 1 year of a good leader, of a Traore-like leader. Nigeria may be talking about nuclear. We should be talking about nuclear, energy. We should be talking about things, sending to satellites, sending our own aircraft, what they call those things. We should be talking about space exploration, truly. Not the one they were doing Obasanjo, half baked and half hearted scam. So salary for me is not it. Thank you.
All right. Does Lawal's claim that the move is meant to make Tinubu unpopular hold water? Or is this simply another example of poor governance priorities?
Well, you just said it's poor governance priority now. Is Tinubu not already unpopular? What is making Tinubu unpopular? Tinubu is already unpopular now. Anything you do won't change anything. Tinubu is already unpopular. His foundation is unpopular. His fundamentals are unpopular. Everything about him is unpopular. Everything about him is wrong. It's flawed. So he's not saying anything new. So talking about increases in salary, he's just trying to play to Tinubu's camp. Are they not increasing salaries secretly? Tinubu had mastered how to secretly tweak the system to his own favor now. Covertly and overtly. So all those things he's saying for me don't make sense. So it's not about it, like you said, you hit the nail on the head. It's poor governance priority. And maybe somebody just there who is in their media team, creative guy, creative mind, who knows what to throw at us to shadow chase when they're doing the real deal against Nigerians back on the ground. They just throw this thing at us so that we start talking about it. Oh, salary. Meanwhile, they are killing the country on the ground behind closed doors. So you just said it. It's poor governance priorities. Right. So when you're talking about salary increases, is it new? And salary increases for politicians not be an issue forever?
Yeah, the last time it was increased was, I think it was 2008. The last time they had a conversation about the increase was 2008. And they are saying it's too long, that it's high time they increase it again.
I just explained that if things were okay, they can earn any kind of salary they want to earn. Increase their salary from here to high heaven. Nobody will complain. But nothing is working. Nothing is working for the average man. So who does talking about salary make sense to any right-thinking person? Should any right-thinking person in government be talking about salary increase? But of course, if you want to play the devil's advocate now, if you want to go into their mind and take it from their own position, of course, they spend a lot of money to get to where they are, and so the salaries they get maybe not, of course, obviously not enough. But even then, of course, now this is where greed comes in. The office, what they get from the office is too much. It's more than the salary 10 times, 100 times put together. But maybe they need the salary to offset another emerging cost. So for me, they need every money, to cover their backs and their tracks, because people help them up to that level where they are. So they need to be feeding or, minding those ones with the money they make, salaries and all other sidekicks.
Don't you think if they are paid more salaries, they'll take their eyes off the coffers of the country in terms of looting, talking about the constituency allowances, for instance, and so on and so forth, the security votes? If they have more money that is legally theirs, would that not make them to take their eyes off or be tempted to loot the treasury and the allocations given to them on behalf of the people?
This kind of people, if you like, give them $100 million, literally, every month. They will tell you it's not enough. This set of politicians, this set of Nigerians who are in power, this set because they are greedy. Their greed has gone beyond. In fact, their greed has grown eyes, mouth, nose, ears, head. It's a full human being. Their greed. The greed that is with these people is no longer an abstract idea. It's a full human being, flesh and blood. So these people are salary won't do for them. When they're talking about salary increase, they will still talk about another increase. If you increase it to whatever they want, they will still talk about increase till they die. Even in their grave, they'll be talking about increase, salary increase. These people are greedy, man. They are greedy beyond greed. So it's not really a case of just. We just have a set of wrong people, error in power in Nigeria. So these things we are talking about, honest, it's unfortunate, really, when we think about this. This kind of discourse we are talking about salary increase. Thank you for reminding me. 2008 was the last time it was an issue. As of 2008, we still had a little bit of dissent, but a little with politicians with a little modicum of dissent. We still had it. Those kind of politicians, if you told them that you can tweak the figures and tweak the books and you can start making billions of naira at the time, they will say, you want them to EFCC to come after me. These ones are in bed with EFCC, man. These ones, they are in bed with EFCC. If you tell them EFCC not they fear these people now. After 2008, EFCC was a phenomenon, feared by politicians. But they don't fear anybody. They don't even fear God. Who is God? Do they see God? They can only say in their mind they know God, or they go to church and go and be pretending to be what they are not or who they are not. So these people are a set of, they are just from another planet as far as I'm concerned. These people they are not normal. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
They are not normal. These people are not normal, my brother. I don't know where they came from, but I tell you, it's crazy. Politicians, these ones, they are beyond greed. Their greed don't get level. Is somewhere else. So if you think I don't see these people are politicians. In fact, I see these people are just criminals in power. I've always said it. Criminals in power, period. So all this they are talking about salary. If they were only criminals who can even be thinking like this. Only criminals who believe they have a right to their greed. Even in the midst of starvation, hunger, poverty in the land, it's criminals who believe they have a right. Just Kanamruba believes he has a right to rob you because he doesn't have money. But he forgets that you two don't have money, you are in the same level. But he wants to rob you because he believes he has a right. In fact, when you encounter them, God forbid, they will be telling you, where is my money? These are the set of people who are in power today, who believe they have a right to just do anything they like, increase salary at their own whim, steal money as they like, and tell you snake, mosquito chop it. So it's sorry. I'm just pouring out my mind. Using this on this topic. So that's it.
Definitely, that's what we want you to do. But taking a look at, you talk about slashing the salaries and the pegs of political office holders. Will it truly free up meaningful resources for workers and infrastructure? Or is that just another symbolic rhetoric?
Say that again.
Yeah, would slashing the salaries and pegs of political office holders truly free up meaningful resources for workers and infrastructure?
No.
Or it's just another rhetoric?
Sorry, no. In fact, thank you for saying these things. People have been saying it. Even Peter Obi says it. It's not correct. How many are they? How much are they earning? We are over 200 million. It's not correct. If you like, reduce their salary to zero. It doesn't solve our problem. Let nobody be fooled about it. It does not solve no problem. How many are they now? How much is are they earning? Even if each of them were earning to earn 1 million naira or $1 million every month, all of them put together, it does not free no resources. Our problem is not cash. Our problem is vision, direction, ideas, creativity, noble ventures. That's our problem. We lack them. Those are the things that bring good money, that bring money to sovereign countries. So reducing salary does not free no any resources. Even all those people, even from here to America, who are talking about we want lean government, small government. That's all they lie. How many people are in the government now? So it's not about lean government or lean governance or reducing salaries or politicians in power. It has got nothing to do with it. It's got nothing to do. So even when any politician tells you, because my people are suffering, so I will not earn salary, it's a lie. He doesn't even know how much he's earning. He has never touched his account for years. So if you're telling you he's sacrificing, that's a lie, scam. So salaries has nothing to do with it. If you like, I've just said to you now, on a good day, it is not the same country where Govt was saying we have money but we don't know how to spend it. He wasn't lying, he wasn't exaggerating, he wasn't joking. He knows we have money. We see India have money, but we don't know how to even get to it now. Now we have more money than when Govt was there. But look at this criminal, this demon. Okay, now flash, let's even flip history now. If this set of politicians were the ones we had when we were coming from independence and all that, go one time and all of that, I think we don't die. We would when Govt was saying then that we have money but we don't know how to spend it. This one will be saying, we don't have money, we are in debt. So these people are just not, they are from another planet, I'm telling you. And trust me, look at it now. Let me tell you now. The war between Ukraine and Russia, every country that has head is making money from it. When Babangida was in power, there was US-Iraq war. We made $12 billion, which he pumped to his pockets, according to sources. That's the one we had, the $12 billion. Windfall, they call it. There is war in Ukraine. There is war in the Middle East. Israel, Iran, Israel, Gaza. Oil is affecting oil. There is soybeans issue between America and China. China is leaving America, is going to Brazil. Don't you produce soybeans here? We are talking about there is Govt now. We are sourcing fuel locally. We are getting our crude locally. At the time we are supposed to be paying little or nothing for fuel. This is when we are paying highest ever for fuel. Is that not validating what I'm telling you right now? So these criminals are not criminals. These are not, in fact, man. These are just dirty minds in office, in noble. These are dirty minds in political offices. Dirty minds. They don't have any vision. They don't have any direction. The only thing they have to their name that can make them look like some civilized beings is certificate. They went to school. For those who even went to school, real school. Even certificate. Can you imagine? Fake certificate people are here ruling us. In fact, to make the matter worse, the man who is the president, he has fake certificates. If he has certificate at all, even if they are fake. So what are we talking about? Nigeria is in its darkest day. Nigeria is in the darkest of ages. We are not making sense as a country. We are not making sense. Let nobody be deluded. We are just living day after day. Moments after moments. Because nothing is making sense. Nothing. Why? Because we have criminals. Look, let me refer you back to what's it called? Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso was once and also that was the country this demonic West we are calling the poorest nation on earth or something, one of the poorest countries. One of the poorest. One of the poorest. In 2 years, one young man, God brought one young man to that country. In 2 years! In 2 years, 365 days times 2. This boy has rejected IMF loan. He has built his country without help from IMF or from anybody. He's rejected help. Saudi Arabia met him, told him, oh, we will put over 1,000 mosques in your country. He said, the mosque is not my people's problem. You bring that to Nigeria, they will say, come, bring it on, we do here. Now that's a leader. That's a vision. You know what we do? We are short of it too. We have leaders like that Traore, who are even better than Traore, who are more mature, who are more visionary, who are more direct, who are more focused, who are more okay than Traore. But Traore is very okay. And I will say it forever, Peter Obi is one of them. He's the one we are seeing now. Peter Obi is one of them. I'm not campaigning for Peter Obi. It is the truth. It is the so we cannot handle Nigeria for 1 year, and Nigeria will be totally on the brink like this, and nearing our tipping points.
All right, Mr. Chris, let's now go over to the next conversation.
Put you there. You will do far better.
Okay.
I want to believe you will do far better.
Oh, I never have.
Because I know that you can stand up to the West. Look, what we are going through. Let me still bring it to Nigeria. It's not a local thing. We're only seeing the manifestation locally and domestically. This is the Western agenda. I am telling you, I look like somebody is crazy, but this is the Western agenda. Your country must be subjugated, must be destroyed, all your institutions must be destroyed. All the people you are saying there, look, let me tell you, it's a playbook. They have a script. It's a format, it's a formula. If they make you president, they will tell you you have to look the other way while they destroy your country. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
And that means destroying your institution like NEPA, like INEC, like anti-corruption. You pretend to be doing all of these things because they will be there in name, but they are subverting and sabotaging them. Now, in the Nigeria's case is even worse. Nigeria's case is worse. People don't know this. People don't see this. Nigeria's case is worse with these white people, with these Westerners. You know why? They know Nigerians everywhere in the world, we are leaders. Thank God for these small boys. They are showing it now. Not even showing the world what we can be, who we can be, who we are. Giant, not just of Africa, of the world. Right? But what are they doing to Nigerians? They are now attacking our minds with hunger, with starvation, with deprivation, with poverty. They are attacking our minds. They are attacking our mind by enthroning corruption and criminality literally in power, the highest office in our land. That is destroying your values. Can I break it down for you?
Okay.
Tinubu didn't go to school, or he went to school with another name. Now he's president with fake results, fake certificate, with all those fights we did. So what does that mean? It means that that boy who is reading now, you know that his reading is meaningless. He should now start reading how to fake certificates Have we not already fake it certificate? Have we not carry story of fake certificate here today?
Mr. Chris, he showed us his schoolmate recently.
Oh, his schoolmate.
Yes.
Only one schoolmate. Only one schoolmate. Jerry. Jerry, if you become president today, you will have associations of Jerry classmates from primary 1 to university. It's only one person. Now school of one man school in go. One man school.
Maybe in future we'll do more. You'll be bringing them one by one.
Let me tell you, my brother. I'm talking about value breaking. Look at the way he became president. Grab it, snatch it, run with it. That's garage. Bringing it to powers in the land. When you are president, you are supposed to embody the highest moral values. Does this guy embody anything more? No, talk of land. Eh? So your moral values are dead in Nigeria today. Look at what is happening now in your politics. Grab it, snatch it, and run. That's what the election they just held now. Is it not grab it, run with it that they are doing now? Grab it, snatch it, and run. That is the thing of your politics, of your democracy for the next God knows how many decades this guy is alive as your president, or anything about him is terrible. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this out of hatred for Tinubu.
Okay.
It's a fact. It is a fact. He knows it is a fact. Everybody knows it's a fact. We know what we went through between FBI and Nigerian this thing after the elections in 2023. We know all that now. Nigeria should never forget it. So what am I saying in effect? You can, if you check Nigeria of Buhari Tinubu, right? Okay, it was manifesting from the twilight days of Jonathan. Then now it got worse, and now it's going to worstest, or it's going to go to worstest tests. We are superlatively extending the word superlative itself in the dictionary. We are worse than worse right now. Okay, Nigeria of Obasanjo and Nigeria of Tinubu, there's a difference in the same democratic experiments. Yeah, not that Obasanjo is anything is the same too. What Obasanjo started is what Tinubu is perfecting today. If I love Tinubu for one thing, you know, Tinubu's maxim is this. Look, why are we hiding? All of us are thieves now. Why are we hiding? Let them know that we are thieves, and then we steal to their faces. They can't do us nothing now. We have the reins of power and the reins of, we know how to manage violence according to Babangida at one point. Yeah, Tinubu is violence himself. He knows how to manage it, trigger it, engineer it, he knows it. So he's coming out with his full chest to come out with all the ills in public. Criminality, violence, fake certificates, drug, anything criminal. I've not seen anything good about this man. I mean, that to his name. Maybe his personal relationship may be good. Maybe you might see him tomorrow, Jerry, and he become an apostle of Tinubu because he will throw you money that will fear your family. You say, what? This man is a liberator. That's why you have loyalists around him like that. Are you there?
All right. Thank you.
Are you with me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Yes.
Let's go back to this conversation because of time. Southern leaders of the People's Democratic Party from the Southeast and South-South have rejected the planned secret zoning meeting in Lagos, describing it as illegal and divisive. Of course, the leaders, including state chairmen and lawmakers, accused the organizers of deliberately excluding key stakeholders such as national officers, principal lawmakers, and former governors from the regions, warning that any decisions taken would not be binding. They argued that the meeting convened under the Team PDP Southern Zoning Consultative Summit undermines inclusivity and threatens party unity. According to them, zoning arrangement must follow due process, transparency, and broad consultation rather than serving the selfish ambition of a select few. They stress that only the 44-member zoning committee inaugurated by the PDP's National Working Committee has the mandate to propose zoning arrangement for ratification by the NEC. Reaffirming their commitment to fairness, equity, and the party's democratic values, the PDP leaders urged the NWC and the NEC, as well as members across the country, to disregard any outcome of the Lagos meeting. They vowed to resist attempts to manipulate zoning through exclusionary tactics and called for decisions affecting southern Nigeria within the PDP to reflect the collective will of stakeholders. Mr. Chris, does it not look like there's a coloration of the influence from external powers, like have been said, from those who are of the interest of the opposition party like the APC, wanting to have a more like a secret meeting in Lagos, which is the state of the president, to decide who the candidate will be, or it may look like they are trying to pick a candidate that reflects weakness and make it easy for talking about the APC to win the election.
I like the way. In fact, Jerry, you know this thing well, well. Truth of the matter is that when I read the story, I just was seeing the handprints of Tinubu all over the whole story. That's one. All right, and two, I was also looking at, because I'm talking conspiracy theory now, because Nigerian situation is conspiracy theory that you can, through conspiracy theory, you can actually make any sense out of it. The other side is maybe Atiku scam. Know that the last time he was he not the president, flag bearer for PDP? They zoned it there now, so maybe now everybody will be saying, well, let's try to zone it to southeast or south or whatever, and that will eliminate an Atiku. So I think between Atiku and Tinubu, there is a game going on. Either one of them or the two of them are collaborating to do whatever they want to do. But the bottom line is still diminishing the little, even if it even exists any longer, worth of the party called People Democratic Party, PDP. But PDP doesn't matter now. PDP doesn't count in Nigeria of today. Let them stop deceiving themselves. Maybe people can just join it for the name, for the brand. But the reality on ground, Nigerians don't see PDP. They don't even see APC anymore. Let's face it. PDP is nothing. So, talking about the secret zoning, have you ever had see that comes to what I was saying just before now? This is where in Nigeria they will say all sort of bizarre things, make it public, dress it up, package it to make it look like something that should make sense. Whatever, even the zoning itself, we were even condoning zoning, but now they are now bringing secrecy to it. Is it not madness? Is it not madness? Secret zoning meeting. For what now? You want to secretly zone to a zone that other zones are already rejecting? So when you secretly zone it now, and say, okay, we have secretly zoned it to, in fact, we are not even considering Nigeria again. Let's zone it to Ghana. So all of you should just leave your ambition. Let's follow this Ghana zoning. I'm even giving you exaggeration now. So you're going to zone it to the north again and expect the south to say, okay, we'll manage it. No way. So they know that it doesn't make sense. It will not make sense. It can never make sense. but they are still pursuing it. The fact that they are doing it, they are being obstinate about it, they even had the guts to come open their mouth and say it to the world, to the public, to their people, just shows you these people, they don't count. Your whatever doesn't count. They are just telling you as of information. They are just informing you. This is what we want to do. They're going to secretly choose somebody for you. And of course, doing it, that's why they're shifting it to Lagos. Maybe they will go and do it either in Bodilon. You know, maybe they can choose, their venue can be maybe Federal Palace in Lagos. In the daytime, in the night, it's Bodilon, they settle it. I mean, that's the way they want to do it. I'm not giving you scenarios that are likely scenarios.
Well, Mr. Chris, if a political party
but I'm telling you that it doesn't make sense.
If a political party as big as the PDP could be decimated this way, what hope for any other party that comes up to become an opposition in future?
No, you know, like I told you, Jerry, the bottom line is that, you know, this thing is a bit complicated. The ideology called democracy is operations, even in where they were, where the thing was born, or in largest democracy or in more civilized democracy, let alone the one we are practicing today, it is no longer making sense to people. You know, people are now seeing, I'm even talking about the general overview first before I come to Nigeria, it's now being seen that democracy is a tool by a few globalists to deceive people politically. And while capitalism is their economic tool to, you know, to reap nations off. Scam. Both ideologies are scam, the political and the economic. So, okay, fine. They pretend it's a government by the people, for the people, which of course is not. Okay, so, but let's just even look at it from that point of view. So, right now, opposition, there's no opposition. There's no opposition. There's no party or collective opposition again and against this government or any government. It's by this government itself. This government is perfect at handling that. So they don't have any opposition. The only opposition they may have are individual voices, and those voices are shrinking very fast. All right? But the general opposition they have is silent. It's been silent. That's the people. But you cannot say anything now until the hunger bites them to their brain, to their medulla oblongata, and everybody goes to the street and they will die here. Maybe when we get to that point, then the opposition will properly rise. But right now, as I speak to you, there is no opposition. Be it PDP, be it Labour Party, be it even APC itself cannot be opposition. You know, if any party comes out, these people are now fellows. They are now comrades in power. In office, they cooperate with themselves. Comrades in power now. They cooperate with themselves. They say, oh boy, why? What is your problem? We are both in power. We are both in office. Let's cooperate. Let's come together. Let's just do what we want to do. Abi, you want to die for the people? So we want to die for the people. Abi, let's eat. That's what is going on now. That's the likely conversation you are seeing. Is it not even about what about on your government that one minister said, we are inviting somebody to come and chop?
All right.
So I'm not saying something fictional.
Okay.
I'm telling you the likely conversation, likely scenario that's going on in Nigeria.
And it's pretty
So
sad.
it's very sad, but there's nothing we can do. We can only wait for God to bring us a Traore, because before Traore came, it's the same practice that is going on in Nigeria that was going on in what's it called? Burkina Faso. It's the same practice that was going on in Cuba under Baptista before Fidel Castro took over.
Yeah.
It's the same practice that was going on in Russia before Putin took over.
All right.
So it's a script, it's a playbook the West throws at nations.
All right.
So right now, Tinubu is their best, trust me, Tinubu is their best guy is their best guide.
All right, Mr. Chris, I won't say you've done excellently well. We are pressed for time. We'll have to wrap it up here. Just
Thank you so
about when
much.
I thought the time was enough for both of us to do it, but it seems like you've done excellently well. It's great
Wow,
having
me?
you. Yeah, definitely.
I was scared though. Only me on this
No, we
program.
already
That is
done.
not
We are
how
good. We are good. We are good. We are good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, of course, as these issues
Thank
unfold.
you very much.
All right, thank you very much. All right, as these issues unfold, the questions remain. Will politicians sacrifice like the citizens they lead? Can the PDP avoid internal divisions and present a united front ahead of the 2027 elections? And will the National Assembly finally hold power companies accountable for the deaths and failures? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear. Nigerians are demanding transparency, fairness, and real change. This has been the Issues on Voice of the People television. I am Jerry RPI. Where the future faces forward, I want to say have a good one.